Why is Molly not a frog and still a tadpole? Molly was first introduced in Dogman Fetch 22. Now, the evil 22 tadpoles were created by the Super Brain Dots. The Super Brain Dots were first introduced in Dogman Unleashed as a present for Chief. Though the rules did say that if you take too much, something will happen, but the company didn't want them to know. Flippy was also infected with the Super Brain Dots in the same book. In the same book, Flippy also became evil. Why that? Well, in the same book where Molly was introduced, it turns out the Super Brain Dots contain a chemical called GR2, which makes a high chance of causing super anger. As an example, Lil Petey said that one of the ants stole a Super Brain Dot. Here's an example as in Flip-O-Rama. So Little Petey decided to do the obvious, and that was to recall any sort of bottles of Super Brain Dots. Sorry, but it was Dogman who did it. But then while Dogman was shaking Chief's hand with a wagon that had all the Super Brain Dots, but then, oh no, it failed. Well, whoops. And then it infected the 22 tadpoles, and then they became evil. But then, almost closely to the end of the book, the tadpoles then became good. However, only 21 tadpoles became frogs. But Molly is still a tadpole. Now, she still has the power. Also, Flippy is now a father of 22. But what if it was like this? What if the Super Dots did more than causing super anger? What if it also had the ability for permanent age?
You're not really fun.
Of course you had to make a meme. But hey, that's just a theory. A Dogman theory. Time for a random comment. Do Dogman characters know yes, theoretically yes. It's known as breaking the fourth wall. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Make sure to comment as well, so that way one of your comments could be featured in a video. Well, bye-bye.